one thing, please welcome Monty Marin.
Good evening. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. I'm part of a club called Champions Club. This club is run by Vic Johnson, and this is all about setting, and he talks about how to set and achieving goals. And he always recommends some of the good books to read. And one of the books he recommended recently is the book called The One Thing. I read the book and I enjoyed it so much, I want to share it with you today. In 2001, a physicist from San Francisco tested the domino effect. He created dominoes out of plywood. First one with 2 inches by 2 inches, and up to it goes up to 3 feet, 3 feet by 3 feet. He lined up the 8 dominoes sequentially, and with a simple push, all the dominoes fell down, with the final one having created a lot of power. So this theory was already been discussed, but he made it to the next extent by having the dominoes at 50% higher, every one of them, and proved the point of the geometric expression of the power of the falling of the dominoes. It's like a long train. It starts slow, and it picks up the speed and can go fast. Then the author talks about how in real life we can achieve the same kind of an effect. In regular life, we don't have any dominoes lining up for us, unfortunately. So we have to start lining up our own dominoes. The highly successful people know that. They prioritize their task one at a time and work on the most important task of the day and start working on it until it is getting done. So once you keep doing this domino effect over a period of time, this accumulation of the geometric expression will give you the power to accomplish something big in your life. So how can you identify your domino? Author talks about a question mark, especially a quality answer comes from a quality question. The question we ask is, what is the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? This is the question. This is one question. If you have developed the habit of asking the one question in all areas of life, you will find your domino for the day. This question can be applied for all 7 areas of your life, like your personal life, your business life, your health, and all different walks of life, whatever is more important to you. So, he talks about how to identify your goals. I'm taking down to the today point of view, from a someday goal to today goal. Every one of us have someday goals. I have a someday goal too. I'm a new runner. I completed a marathon. Someday I want to run Boston Marathon. That's the height of all the marathons in the country. So what he says is, take the someday goal and go to the next 5 years. What is the one thing, I have a someday goal now. In next 5 years, what is the one thing I can do in next 5 years? Break it down to a 1-year goal. I have a 5-year goal now. What is the one thing I can do in this year? Break it down further into months and weeks and days, and finally today, now. What is the one thing I can do now to get closer to my goal? And next important point he talks about is the importance of blocking your time. He says you need to block 3 things in your calendar: your time off and your one thing time. He recommends blocking in chunks like 4 hours a day. So first 4 hours a day you work on your one thing, the most important thing for in order to achieve your goals. And third important thing he talks about is planning time. Either a Saturday or Sunday, plan 1 hour to plan your weekly goals and monthly goals to make progress. So your one thing goals, one thing time, block of time, and your time off, and your planning time. These are the 3 things he talks about, scheduling it in your calendar. So if you identify your domino every day with the quality question, and then knock off the domino every single day, if you do that over a period of time, you can accomplish your goal. Thank you.